We got our head coach Brad Brownell and PJ Hall.
Really good win for our guys, much needed. I thought our team had as good a week of practice as we could have with finals. We got to do things every day, which was good. So I think that really helped us. I thought we had a great team win. It was great to see Alex come off the bench and shoot the ball the way he did. We've been waiting for a game like that. PJ was obviously terrific. I thought Al made some huge plays in overtime. We had a lot of guys play very well today. You see why Drake is a good team. Like, they're a winning team. They got a team that went to the tournament last year. They just have a winning pedigree. Their kids are going to continue to battle. It's a hard game to play. They're very small at 5 positions sometimes. And I'm just proud of the way our guys bounced back after a couple bad breaks to put the game in overtime. I thought we played great down the stretch. So terrific win and excited for our players.
Hey, Coach, it's Trevor Gross from CUTigers.com. You've blown some late leads on the road this season. Tonight, you led the entire second half until they tied it with 13 seconds left. But you were able to bounce back, like you said, and get the win. Is this a turning point for this team?
It's just a really good win, Trevor, against a very good team. That's what today was, a very good win against a very good team on a neutral court. Proud of our players.
PJ, it looked like they might have got your arm on that last shot in regulation. Did you feel like they fouled you there?
Honestly, in the end, it doesn't matter. I don't want to leave anything in the ref's hands. So honestly, in the future, I should probably go a little stronger to the basket, but it ended up winning in the end, so that's what matters.
Coach, were you happy with that look that you got for PJ on the last shot in regulation? It seemed like you got what you wanted there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we were trying to do. It's what we drew up in the timeout. Guys did a really good job, and PJ worked his tail off to get position. It's hard. The other team's battling you. There's a lot of hands in there. Our guys did a much better job today of getting the ball inside, feeding the post, seeing some skips, and making good plays, good decisions throughout most of the game. But yes, that was a good execution and a tough break for us at the end.
Coach, Al had 13 points in the first half, didn't score in the second half, but made that huge 3 in overtime. How big was that?
Big time shot. The game got a little different in the second half at times. I'm sure they made some adjustments and did a better job of guarding Al. Al made plays for other guys. He made the right play today more times than not. Obviously, that was a huge shot. In fact, I'm really proud of Al. We have 5 assists and no turnovers tonight. That's one of his best games in terms of distributing the ball. And then obviously he's a guy that can make big shots when we need him. He's done it throughout his career. So for him to have that big shot combined with 5 assists, no turnovers, I just thought it was a really good performance.
Coach, what can you say about your free throw shooting? I think you're 12 of 13 in the last 10 minutes of regulation, and then 8 of 10 in overtime.
Yeah, obviously it was a difference in the game. That's all the players. PJ was fantastic today, made all 9 of his free throws. He's going to get fouled a lot. He knows that. He's a very good player. He's a good shooter. We have a lot of confidence in him. That's what I talked to him about when I recruited him for 2 years. He knew that this time was coming, and I'm just really proud of the development he's made. He's done an unbelievable job of changing his body physically, playing with great confidence, mixing his game up, not just scoring, but drawing fouls. I think he drew 9 fouls today. So he's working hard to post. Our guys are doing a great job of looking for him. And then obviously the free throw shooting is what you need to do to win. And today our guys made the shots, big time shots.
Hey, PJ, this is Davis Potter with the Clemson Insider. I'm curious, you guys have been in that situation so many times where you've had a double-digit lead there in the second half and watch it slip away. I'm just curious what you guys were thinking, saying to each other going into that overtime period.
Honestly, just really making sure we came together and got stops. I mean, whenever you go into situations like that, you win the games at the defensive end. Whenever you're on the other side of the court, away from your bench, it's a little tougher. You don't have coaches and teammates on the bench yelling at you, saying back door, all that kind of stuff, like telling you assignments. But whenever you go into situations, you really come together as a team and you just have to get stops.
Is there anything you can put your finger on as to why some of these scoring droughts happen and late in some of these games when you guys have that lead to sort of allow the other teams to get back in it?
What was that?
Either one.
I think it's a combination of things, guys. I just think, sometimes you run good offense and you miss shots. Obviously there's going to be some turnovers. I think we had we played an incredible first half. We only had 2 turnovers, scored 39 points or whatever it was, and operate at a high level. They make some adjustments. Some of the shots you might make in the first half, you don't make in the second half. Some of it's game pressure. Some of it's, basketball. And then, a couple turnovers, a couple possessions. It wasn't a lot of possessions. And so the game just kind of changes and swings. It's basketball. That's what's really hard. What I think was telling is the way our guys battled back in overtime and really regrouped, and the way we played in overtime. I mean, we dominated overtime, which was great to see.
For either one of you, is this a game you felt like you just, no matter what it looked like, how you got it, you just sort of needed to get, losing 4 of the last 5 coming in?
Yeah, certainly it was a game that we needed to win, absolutely. And this was a good team. Drake's a good team. It's never Loyola to win the Valley. I mean, we knew this when we signed up for the game. Like, we know that most people don't know who Drake is, but people in basketball do. And so this was a very good non-conference, neutral court win. Our team was very hungry. I thought we had great practices all week. We're very disappointed with how we finished the game against Miami. We played very well for 34, 35 minutes and let a game get away, made some turnovers, and then had a couple of defensive errors and lost the game, and that hurt. But I like this team. I'm proud of these guys, and I just think we're a team that hopefully is going to continue to get better.
PJ, you had 13 rebounds today against a team that shoots 31 3-pointers. How tough is it with all those long rebounds?
I mean, whoever's a long rebound, short rebound, comes right up the ring, just track him down. Every once in a while, I want to go over your head, but as long as you box down, put a body on somebody, as long as you get the rebound, that's what matters. Offensive rebound kills you, because I swear whenever somebody gets one, it's like they're going to make a shot. That's just what happens. So make sure you get those rebounds, get you back out, and that's about it. Keep running.
Coach, how good does it feel to have final exams behind your guys, and now you have a nice little home stretch here, 4 out of your next 5 at home in Little John?
Yeah, it does. I mean, this has been it's a hard stretch. We feel like we played a lot of games up until this week, and then this week, obviously, with finals, there's a lot of stress on these guys. People forget about how hard it is sometimes. What was it like when you were in finals? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of work to be done, a lot of projects, papers. It's nice for our guys. The problem is we really don't get to take a breath. I mean, we've got Tuesday, we play a very good Miami, Ohio team at home, and then we've got our rival on over the weekend. So basketball just keeps coming. You just got to kind of put your head down, keep grinding. Certainly this will make the bus ride back better. But we know we got work to do, and I think we'll be excited to get back to Little John. We played in front of a lot of good fans and good crowds so far this year. I hope that, this week, even though we don't have our students, that we'll have good crowds there.
Any more questions?
Hey, Brad, now that Dan Radakovich to Miami is now official, I'm just curious sort of what your thoughts on that are, and now working with Graham Neff in the interim, at least.
Yeah, well, first of all, I have a lot of respect and admiration for Dan. I think he did a terrific job in his time at Clemson. Probably a little unheralded at times because he didn't hire Coach Sweeney. And we all know what Coach Sweeney's done and what he's meant to the athletic department and the university. But Dan was a big part of, doing things necessary to help that program be what it is in terms of not only building facilities, but, hiring coaches, assistant coaches, and salaries to pay for those things. And just, also just streamlining things within the department. I just think he's a professional that's been doing it a long time, and just have a lot of respect for the job he's done. He was very supportive of me in our program, helped us build, renovate Little John and the Swan Pavilion, which has made a major impact on our program. We probably wouldn't have this guy next to me if we didn't have those renovations. And then obviously I'm, ecstatic for Graham, that to work with Graham. He's been my sports supervisor, for the last 9 years. We've worked well together. I think he's a rising star in the profession. And I think, hopefully our administration sees that. And I know he'll continue to do great things for Clemson athletics.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody.